Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a weapon pack, so 2 weapons currently in the safe that we have here. This is AnotherOne's police weapon pack. So these weapons are designed lore-wise to be pre-war weapons that were given to police as like special use case scenario weapons. We're going to obviously check both of them out, right? So we obviously have the recoil compensated Rioter Mark 1. So it looks like it's, we'll take both of them, I guess, too. And we'll take the Enforcer Mark II, which shoots 44 ammunition, right? That sounds pretty sick. And obviously a little bit of ammunition for both. This is currently in the ammunition safe in this location here, which is the South Boston Police Department. But this mod does list that it could appear in any police department. So obviously you have the police precinct here. You have one way down here in Quincy. You have one up here, the Cambridge police station. So I mean, I don't know if the Brotherhood's just holding out on like not opening the safe because maybe they don't have any good lock pickers or something. I believe there's a couple other ones throughout the map. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but like there's one over here too, on the down here somewhere. Yeah, there's a police station here. The Natick Police Department, I remember that one. There's some police stations. The point is you get access to 2 new weapons, presuming that they're in all the safes there. They're not just this one, and I just got lucky with the first one that I looked for there. So we have the recoil compensated Rioter Mark. It's a pump action rifle. Like it's essentially, I mean, it's a shotgun. This is a pump action shotgun, which is sick. But it's not a shotgun. It's a rifle. It's got a bayonet on there and everything. Do I stabby stab? You do absolutely stab. That's how that one works. Okay, we'll take a look at it more later when I get to the workbench and stuff too. But I really just want to see what they are. So this is the Rioter. This is how we suppress riots in the Fallout universe. And then we have the Enforcer, which is a pistol. It's a one-handed pistol too. With the front... How does that even... That doesn't make any sense. Okay, the reload is weird on this one a little bit. Like, I don't know how the magazine comes in at the front. This shoots 44 ammunition. It's one-handed, which is kind of a cool, unique-looking animation set as it is anyway, right? It's two-handed. It's like a third-person animation scene by default, by all means, like a 10mm pistol. But, like, this one-handed, like, first-person animation is pretty slick. Okay, so I'm going to take these to my weapon workbench. We're going to take a look at both of these guns there, kind of max them out, and then we're going to test both of them out in some combat and see what you get in this police weapon pack. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright everybody, here we are at my Red Rocket gas station. I wanted to see if there's like some kind of unique animation that feels like there's supposed to be, but then it just kind of defaults it to one hand. This is interesting. I just think that's interesting that it's a one-handed gun at all. That magazine doesn't, I don't think that makes sense. I don't think that's how guns work. I don't think you can put a bullet at the end and then like apply the point of the barrel is that it helps project the bullet. I'm not going to get into too much gun nut stuff, but that just seems weird to me. And then obviously we also have the Rioter, which is, you know, a pump action by all intents and purposes, but it shoots the 45-70. I'm trying to see if I can see the shells being loaded there. Obviously it does not work with bullet counted reload, at least not the version we have on Xbox. The pump action animation seemingly works well in the third person, and we're reloading. I mean, that just... We'll see what it does when we mess with it. Obviously, texture quality here is not what I would consider incredible quality. Obviously, that's a grenade. Right? You see that shit? I tried to shoot the grenade out of there. Why not? Obviously, the raiders just wanted to interrupt my video, you guys. They're very rude. That's why they're raiders. Super huge non-accuracy stat at this range that you'd expect. Dogmeat's gone in. You'll just shoot until we get a shot. The first shot, it was like a 47%, and I still hit it. I don't know. It seems like it has range like a shotgun, right? We'll take a look at it stats-wise and all this stuff here at the weapon workbench. So we have the Rioter here. So the battle-scarred receiver. Good old rusty receiver, still reliable but not powerful. We do have 131 range stat. Accuracy stats not good. Factory new receiver with minimal wear. So that's like an in-between, right? This is this, then this. No, it's battle-scarred, then well-worn, then receiver with minimal wear, then factory new receiver. I don't like this. I don't know if mod makers are in charge of this. Make the fucking things go from worst to best. Like, just fix that. Like, with obviously factory new receivers the way we want to go. No barrel attachments, long stock. Just gives you slightly more things. I mean, it's a longer stock, right? Iron sights. This is no sights, which is got a good iron sight. So we'll take a look at iron sights to see what that's like. You can make it suppressor, and you can put a suppressor with a bayonet, which, as the mod author list here, is tactical. I don't know if that is true or not, but like, No muzzle, 155 range is pretty good. Let's make it suppressed just to see what it sounds like. We can make it pump action or slam fire. Obviously, you want to make it slam fire. There's no reason not to. You can do plus or minuses on your damage here. If you feel like the weapon is too powerful, not powerful enough, you could fix that. 106 is not a huge amount for what essentially amounts to a lever action style weapon. It's going to slam fire though, so that'll be quicker. But like I can show here, I do have a lever action rifle that's doing 235 with a fire rate of 6 as well, with 206 range. Obviously not suppressed though, but accuracy of 113 with a scope. This one doesn't have a scope, right? This rioter here does not have a scope. Like I said, functions, even though it's shooting 45-70, it is functioning a lot more like a shotgun. This says iron sights? I put iron sights on, but like this is the same sight we already had. It says slam fire too, but it is definitely not slamming. Didn't I? I mean, I can hold down the trigger and it will continue to fire, but that doesn't feel particularly quick. I mean, I guess 45 is not like a rapid rate of fire. I'm looking at this again. I feel like no, I put no sights on that. Okay, I want to put the iron sight on. I messed that up. That's my bad. No, I did not put slam fire on that. I was gonna say, like, what the heck? So it is a fully automatic gun in that sense. This is our iron sight. That's worse, I think. Yeah, that's slam fire though. At least you can, you know, ham down the trigger here. You might need to like almost double up the damage though, just to compete with a regular lever action rifle. Even though you can slam fire it, that's not something you necessarily want to have to do. Let's look at the night R sight, I guess. I just don't think the sights are particularly great on this particular weapon. And now we're down at 74 damage because of slam fire. What made us go down in damage? What did I put on? Like, it went back to, oh, this is a different one. That's the reason why. I've equipped a different one. There's the suppressed one with the iron sight and all this. Ha ha ha. There's the one with slam fire. But yeah, I think you probably want plus 99% damage, to be fair. Like, it's going to be the deal. I equipped the wrong one. My fault, you guys. Suppressed one. We wanted to check what the weapon outside is suppressed anyway. So, this is, you know, suppressed. Slam fire. It definitely at least slams, right? That definitely is slamming out some suppressing fire. And I mean, with the damage increase, it should be doing a good job. We're going to test the weapon out without the damage increase, though, but I do think that's going to help out a lot. We'll see with this one. I didn't check out the night sight because I'm like messing with the fact that I have 2 of them. So real quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of one of these, and I'm going to get rid of the one here. I don't need 2 of them. Yeah, guys, okay? So there we go. So now I can focus on. So factory new receiver is the way to go. Standard barrel is the only thing you can do. Long stock, I guess. We'll check out the night sight. It's technically the most accurate version. You do gain some range back with no muzzle and some weight back, but I don't know if that's a huge difference. And that's plus 99% damage. It's still 209, which is quite low. We're going to test it out at 106 when we test it out in some combat here a little later on in the video. I mean, at least that's a scope. That's a scope. It's a night sight. It's a sight. I don't know if you necessarily need slam fire, but I mean, it doesn't hurt the weapon. Like I said, it doesn't actually lower the damage or anything, so I guess you could have it on for those situations you need it. That sight is just not, it's not very good. I don't think it's very, I think I just, but I mean, it is the most accurate, so we'll leave it on because we might want to, you know, we're going to test the weapon out in some VATs. Okay. A whole other weapon to get to, though. That's the rioter, which I think is fine. It's a pump action rifle, which has some, it could be interesting, right? But I just don't know if it has enough damage. We'll see. Okay, so let's look at the enforcer here. So we have the standard receiver on that. This looks very, we have an automatic style receiver, which is kind of cool. It's very much similar to what you would get out of 10mm pistol. We'll make a powerful automatic. There's not been an automatic 44 caliber pistol. I can't think of one. Heavy barrel. I think that's the way we want to go, right? It doesn't actually, it says inferior range and sighted accuracy, but it doesn't lower the sights. And it doesn't do really anything. I don't know what it does. Improved hipfire accuracy and recoil, I guess, is the deal. I don't know if recoil is a big problem. So we have a medium magazine and a quick eject mag, and then a medium quick eject. We'll just do medium quick eject. That is the best way to go there on that. Glow sights and a red dot sight. That's it, man. Some pretty simple sights on this. A suppressor too. We'll throw that on there just to see. And then 129 is a pretty comparable damage. Not to something like a 44, but we're not comparing it to a 44. It has a much more fire rate than that. We're talking about like 10mm pistol. Do I have a 10mm pistol on me right now? I do not think I do. I have the 44, obviously 253 damage, which also shoots the same caliber of ammunition. But I think I have a 10mm pistol in here though. So let me take a look at that. Like a, let's see. I do believe, I think it's like at the bottom here. Like I'm just looking real quick, you guys. I think I had a 10mm pistol. That was like automatic and stuff. Mighty powerful 10. So this is 25% more damage. So we'll take that out. We'll direct compare those together. Just to give us a frame of reference. I think that's really important when I cover mods here, that you have the frame of reference to understand versus at least vanilla shit. Obviously, comparison to other mods and stuff. So 78 damage, 127 rate of fire. So where's my Enforcer pistol go? It just like absolutely got renamed some different shit. I hate that naming system in Fallout. Can we not do this in Starfield? Can we just like have a better name? I know you can name your own stuff, but like where did my fucking Enforcer pistol go? Hello? I like lost it. I have to like, I have it equipped. Never mind. It's totally an equipped gun. That's why. 129. So it is better. 109 rate of fire. So this is a little bit slower rate of fire, yeah, and significantly less range and accuracy, right? Like, yeah. How's the weight? I mean, I guess the weight compares favor. It's a heavier. I mean, obviously this is it's a heavier pistol. Uses a heavier ammunition. Does slightly more damage. I mean, that is a nice. It is a nice suppressed sound to it, and I like kind of the green look of the weapon. That is cool, right? It is a very cool looking weapon, and obviously the one-handedness of it is kind of cool looking. That magazine still doesn't make any sense. Why can't we just put it in the hand grip like every other fucking peg? Because you're trying to be unique. At least it's a unique looking reload, and it does function well. The animation there is nice. I mean, not super amazing or anything, but it does, you know, good enough, I would say. I mean, obviously, probably the way you want to go though is advanced receiver. Because you get some of that range back by making it not automatic. I'm not sure about the heavy barrel though. The recoil wasn't felt too bad. And I guess you put the red dot sight on there for maximum accuracy. But still, I mean, you could get some of that range back by removing the suppressor. So like comparing this to the Mighty in here, let's make the Mighty, because it's Mighty, and then advanced receiver. That still gives us 99 rate of fire, 179 range, and this is 69 rate of fire, 125 range. But this does a significantly more damage, 184 to 105. So you are trading off some things. It's like it is. I think that's fair, because I think you should kind of base guns off of what vanilla guns do and stuff. Obviously with the red dot sight here, this is not. I do like the much better the sound unsuppressed, but that could be my mods that make my sounds really nice. The red dot sight isn't particularly. I wouldn't say it's good or bad. I mean, I really hate most vanilla sights, though, to be fair. So it's like clearly just better than that. But it's more like a holographic sight. It just takes up too much space, I think. I feel like. So we're going to obviously test these weapons out directly in some combat. We're not going to compare them directly in combat. We're just going to see how they feel on their own. We got two weapons to test as it is. But I would definitely go glow sights here. I really like the sights on this gun, too, though. And you can make them suppressed and all that stuff, but we're going to leave them unsuppressed. We're just going to bang some people out. Third-person shooting. That's definitely using like the default third-person animation, so that doesn't look like it's reloading the same area anymore. And we don't get the pulling back part of the animation, right? It's interesting. So we got our Enforcer here and our Rioter. I don't know why the Rioters are Mark 1 and the Enforcers are Mark 2, but it is what it is. Maybe it's an upgrade. We're going to test them out in some combat, though. Our little powerful 44 pistol. Like the semi-auto, actually, a semi-auto 44 pistol, and then like our 45-70 pump-action shotgun. It's kind of a weird set of guns, but I think it's at least interesting. So we're gonna go check those out in some combat, and I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, everybody, here we are at my Zombies Arena arcade mode. Let's test these weapons out, right? Like, so my concern was a little bit with the effectiveness of the damage of the weapons, right? Is it doing enough damage to you know, like, for what it is? Like 44 ammunition isn't extremely common in this game. We're gonna have to spawn in something decently tough. Let's spawn in some gunners. Decently tough, not like extremely hard, but like just some middle tier level shit, just to see how they do. So obviously we'll start here with the pistol. I think the pistol is better than the shotgun rifle thing. Obviously it does just do more damage. It almost does double the amount of damage by default. It's not quite doing as much damage as the 44, but you're trading that off for fire rate, which I think is a fair trade. I think that's a. I mean, it's doing plenty of damage to that gunner right there, right? So, you know, this pistol is going to hit hard. The reload slightly bugs me on this one, as someone who's spent some time now really going out of my way to make sure I learned something about guns, so that way I could review them better in a fucking video game. that the reload is just weird. The fact that there's like a front-loaded magazine on a pistol is kind of a weird vibe. But obviously, we're just doing work here with this. This is not a problem at all. There's a rad roach here. We'll do a third-person wave, mix in with some VAT shooting. The third person is a little bit weird. We lose that animation quality, right? Like, it definitely doesn't even look like we're loading a front mag, and you lose definitely some of the quality of those animations, I would say, right? Weapon does look nice in third person, though it's being held low, but it's a pistol. That's not complicated. We're gonna have to really go hard on some waves here, though. I mean, it's a cool pack. I like the concept too of the fact that you like still one-shotting everybody. It's a powerful enough pistol, and it's semi-auto. You could tap it. Obviously, you could kill anything with enough shots, right? You just shoot it till it dies. But I like the interesting concept of having it be in police stations and stuff where you actually have to go out and find it. It's actually like a decently smartly made quest. I like, that provides some background lore on why the weapons exist. Motherfucker literally lit me on fire. But this one's good. This one is good. I think this is a unique kind of compromise pistol of being 44, but also semi-auto, so it does more damage than a 10mm, but less damage than a 44, but has a higher fire rate. Like it's an in-between kind of gun between the 44 pistol and the 10mm pistol. Nice gun. This is a nice gun. I like this gun. Works well. No, neither of these weapons have a huge amount of attachment variety, but I guess it deserves to be mentioned that this is like a 20-something megabyte mod. So it's, not taking up a lot of space for what is essentially two guns. And this one has a unique design, like the green. I'm gonna go back into first person. This one-handed kind of animation quality here in first person, with the green colors and stuff, does look quite nice. I like that one. I like that. That, like, out of the two, the Enforcer is the gun that I prefer. But let's take a look at the Rioter. Obviously, this scope is kind of just ugly, but we're gonna test it out. This is suppressed. I guess I forgot to unsuppress it. But this one does significantly less damage and shoots a DLC bullet. I don't know if that's true. So I imagine you need the Far Harbor DLC just to even have this, and it's kind of a. I mean, it's gonna have a much better. I mean, it's not even gonna have a better fire rate than the pistol. I mean, we're still one-shotting things. I guess that's okay. You do have the problem of the reload here, and obviously not working with bullet-counted reload. You're gonna have to shoot all 5 shells. Not that that's a problem, because you can easily do that. See, that one person didn't die in one shot. Like, we're just comparing them as a difference here. There's a gunner conscript you even have to reload. I mean, obviously you could spam them out and still kill people and stuff. I forgot to even use VATS with the pistol, you guys. There's a lot of weapons to cover, okay? Let's do some VATS shots on back here. Is Slamfire full auto? Yes. So you shoot 3 shells in VATS, which is kind of cool. Like, it definitely helps make sure things die. This is going to be 2 then, right? And then I reloaded. I reloaded without even noticing. This gun is fine. I mean, I love pump actions. I really do. I'm a big shotgun guy. As a pump action rifle, it's okay. I think it does need a damage increase to be as effective. Obviously, I know because it can slam fire, it can shoot faster than a lever action rifle, but its 5-round capacity and then the jankness of the reload, is kind of a thing weighing this particular one down a little bit. We'll obviously have to do some third-person shooting as well. We'll do a whole wave, not just this one guy here, but see, that doesn't one-shot. That's the difference, man. I mean, especially if you pump action this and you take that long to get to the next shot, you'd be in a bad spot, and I think it does need extra damage. But at least you can provide that. At least that is a provided thing. I'm not a huge fan of either of these particular, like any of the scopes on this particular rifle. It's just a weird thing to call it a rifle. I believe that pump action rifles do exist, but like it's a weird thing. Like, you could have just made it a shotgun, I think. This is the thing. Yeah, like, that guy didn't die. He didn't die either, right? Like, the enemies do get tougher here as these waves go on. So we're on a 4th wave, which is pretty high for me, because usually I only do a couple. But this gun is not effective enough at base stats. Like, some of these are dying. Some of these lower level ones and stuff are much easier to kill. That reload is long, and it has to be long, even if you shoot 1 shell. The range is good, though. Range is good enough. I mean, it's not as good as the lever action rifle, though, either. So it's not very good, like a great rifle or like a great close range weapon either, necessarily. I mean, you can slam fire it, but like slam fire is still slower than like the pistol is. Like, if I switch to the pistol here, this pistol is a better part of this mod. I will tell you that much, because I can shoot faster, do more damage per bullet. 44 ammunition is easier to get than the 45-70. Like, I don't think that's even up for debate. And the pistol has, I think, what I would describe as a more unique design. Obviously, it's not a choice where you can pick one or the other. You have to get both. But I like this pistol. It's kind of it fills a unique role, like I said, where it's kind of between the 10mm pistol and the 44, right? Because nothing in the base game, I believe, exists in there. I can't think of anything, right? It's either 10 mil because you want a fire rate, or maybe even fully automatic, or you want the 44 because you want a hard-hitting, you gotta fucking do some damage. This is kind of an in-between one. This is a nice, unique little one-handed animations. That magazine is fucking weird still, though, but it does good damage, and it has nice-looking sights. It works well, functions well. Now, this rioter here, I didn't even equip it somehow, has got ugly-looking sights. Obviously has the bullet kind of reload issue as a thing that needs to kind of maybe get worked on. It can slam fire, which is kind of cool. But it just doesn't really do enough damage to justify it, right? To justify using this one. I don't know. I can't see myself using it. I love pump actions. I love lever actions. I love big animations and things. Slam fire is cool. All that stuff is cool. It just doesn't. Even when you max out its damage, or they're giving it plus 99%, it's still just worse. Kind of lever action rifle. I mean, I guess you get the slam fire, but like it's tough for me to say some of these things. But it is, you know, I like the idea of the pack. I really like its lore. Like, you know, it's and you know what it says about the lore, whatever the police were given these weapons, and it makes sense to it fits itself in the world nicely. Obviously, it does make sense that police would have a pistol and kind of a pump action rifle kind of weapon. I think those things make sense for police to have, right? And I think it is a cool, unique, interesting idea. I just, you know, a little bit more would go a long way with this stuff, I think. I don't know why this reload has to exist, so that bothers me. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As always, your opinion is, you know, valued. You're allowed to express it no matter what, even if your opinion does suck. But, you know, it is valued because I think that's the whole deal, is everybody's got a different thoughts and opinions about things. You guys let me know what you think of AnotherOne's police weapon pack down in the comment section down below. If you guys want to check it out, this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page, wherever you can find this mod for yourselves, and then you can download it for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, that we can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.